I was a college student and a part-time waitress, and I was engaged. I found out I was pregnant, and I shared the news of my pregnancy with people that I had trusted to support me. Their response was not, supportive. The worst was my fiance. He said, "Abort this baby, and we will try again after we are married." And I was so afraid, because I didn't want to abort my baby.
We were running a national pro-life ministry at the time. We could move to Rolla, but when we moved, we sent out an email to all the organizations we worked with saying, "Hey, we moved." We received 2 calls that day, virtually identical, saying, "This is awesome. We've been begging for a pro-life anchor to move to Rolla. You're it." And that's when we learned that we moved to a college town without a pregnancy center. So that's when we knew we had to help.
We were just hosting community meetings in our home and finding interested people. In the beginning, that's all we thought we were going to do.
The Knights were definitely involved with those meetings at our home. So we had 8 solid people that all ended up happened to be in the council.
After a few months, we realized our involvement was going to be a bit more than that. And eventually, Joe realized that he needed to take over, at that time, executive director position. We said yes.
We officially opened our doors February of 2007.
I was driving by the pregnancy center, and I thought, I'm a pregnant person. I wonder what they do there. They told me that anything you need, we will help you get it. So I reached out to Jane Dalton and just asked her if the room at the maternity home was available, and she said it was, and the next week I moved in.
I'd gotten to know Faith very well. I got to see her come down the hall more pregnant every week. Through life coaching, through the curriculum, My Ridiculously Amazing Life, she would make these huge strides, and it was just so evident to see the change in her.
After Noah was born, they came to the house, to the maternity home, and I will never forget this moment whenever Joe held Noah. It was just really sweet, and Noah just looked so tiny because Joe's like a big guy, and it was just really sweet.
I met Faith whenever we were moving her into the maternity home, and my mom was very specific that not to let her carry anything. So, I probably told her 4 or 5 times, "You just relax, we've got this for you."
After Gabe graduated from school, we started going to church together, and I couldn't help but notice how helpful he was during Mass with Noah. We had known each other for 3 years, and I had gotten to know his family really well. It's not like we were strangers by any means, but I was like, what is happening? I can't have a crush on a Daltons kid, that would just make our entire relationship so complicated.
We got married on June 27th, 2020. Our wedding was fantastic.
It was.
There's nothing I would have changed.
The Knights has always been there from the very beginning for the downtrodden, those that need the most help right now. And certainly the voiceless, those that can't defend themselves, for the unborn.
Growing up, I was always aware of my dad's involvement with the Knights of Columbus and the ways they were helping the community and making a difference. Me and my little brother decided that we wanted to become Knights together at the same time. The Knights are very involved in the center. Few Knights really shine out that help and really give their time to help these women in their crisis. And it may not seem a lot for them, but it does make a huge difference.
Faith is a tremendous gift to our family. She fits in perfectly. It really struck me because in her testimony that she made publicly at our Banquet for Life, she ended by saying, "Thank you for saving me and my baby." These women know that they're being saved as well. Decades down the road, history books will record the involvement, I believe, of the Knights of Columbus, will record the involvement of local pregnancy centers, that they had the answer. They were the ones that did day in, day out what needed to be done so that this could end.